To Soft Studio Academy. I'm going to be taking us through this video, and I hope you're going to find this very informative. As they say, practice make perfect. So keep on practicing and having fun. Now, this is the first design we're going to do. We're going to use a tool today called Transform to get this done. I did this. We're going to do that. We're going to do this also. And we're also going to do this, which is the last one for the day, for this particular video. And everything we're going to do, we're going to just put them in this t-shirt design, right? We're going to put them in this t-shirt design. So let's go. The first thing we're going to do is to create a new document. For this particular one, let me save it. I'm going to save it first. I don't want to lose it. I just realized that I haven't saved it before. So this might be an opportunity for those that don't know how to save, to learn it once and for all. We now have, I'll just put it t-shirts sample designs, right? T-shirt sample designs. Yeah, whatever that comes out here, you just press OK, and that's it. Now it has saved. So we're going to go ahead and create a new document. Okay, so we are going to create a new document. Now that this one has been saved, go to new. I am going to use 600 by, let me say, 400. Then I'm going to use orientation. I'm going to use landscape, and every other thing is complete and okay. Right, I would have created two keyboards, but no problem. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to use my text tool, go to my text tool and type more in caps, right? And let me use my shift and hold my shift, increase my more, and then I'm going to use my text tool, my font, to look for a nice font. It might not be the same one I used initially. It might be another. Let me use this guy. I think I like him. Josephine Sans. I don't know why it's not going to Josephine Sans. I don't know why it's not going to Josephine Sans. It would have made more sense. Maybe the font has issues. So let me use this other guy, Navigator, right? Okay, so the outline, I'm going to change it to white, and I'm going to increase the stroke of the outline. I'm going to make it maybe 3. Let me make it 4, right? Now I am going to use my rotation. This is Illustrator, so I'm going to use my rotation to rotate it to have that kind of feel, perception or perspective, right? So I'm going to go to Effects and go to Rotate. I'm going to use, because this is 2022 version, I'm going to use this 2022 Adobe Illustrator. So I'm going to go to 3D Classic. If you don't have this in your 3D and material, don't worry, just go ahead and do your stuff. But if you see this, just go to 3D Classic and go to rotate, and I'm going to use these settings, 57, 21, and minus 18. Yeah, then okay, right? So that is it. If you want to edit the 3D options, you go here appearance, go to appearance and go to 3D rotate, double click it, and you can resume from where you stopped. You can even, let me see if I can give it a bit of perspective. So perspective, so it looks more like, yeah. All right. So having done this now, I'll now go to effects. This is where I'm going to look for the transform effects. Distort and transform, and I'll go to transform here, right? Go to transform, and then this is what comes out. Horizontal 100, this 100. I'm not going to really touch these guys. I'm going to touch this move and the vertical. So for this move, I'm going to make it 1. Remember, your preview should be checked, right? Before I start moving this guy, I just remembered I'm going to create a copy. I'm going to create copies so it duplicates the effects, right? Let me use 6. And then when I press 6, go to horizontal and make it 1, and go to this guy and make it, let me make it 12. 12 is too much. So you see what's happening. So because I made copy, is creating did the effect on 6 copies. This effect is, it replicated it on 6 copies. So you can go ahead and create as much as you want, right? As much as you want. When you're done, you press OK, right? So this is the guy here. This is still the text, and this is the guy. If you want to revisit the settings, you go to your appearance and you go to transform, double click it, and you can resume from where you stopped, right? You want to increase it, you can still increase it from here as much as you want it, right? So this is the first effect. It even looks better than this guy I had here before. Yeah, so I think this is good. So let's go to the next one, which is this guy here, C. Right, so let me drag this guy here so I can see it's not going to be far away from the one I did before. So I'm now going to create an artboard, but before I do that, I'll go to my layers panel, create a new artboard. I'll call this guy more, right? This is where the more is. Then I'll go create a new artboard, click on my artboard tool here on my toolbar, and come here and click on plus to add an artboard here, right? So I'm now going to type C. Click on my toolbar, my text tool. Make sure my new layer is selected. This is my new layer. I'm going to type C here. This is where I'm going to have the C in my new layer. This guy, I'm just going to lock it, right? So I'm going to type C. I'm going to increase the font size holding my shift. I'm going to increase the font size. And just like I did in the initial one, give my stroke white, increase the stroke width to like 6. Let me increase it 8. Let me reduce this C because I'm going to go around. I'm going to fill this, make copies of this C around this guy. So yeah, so we have, this is our C, right? I'm sure you guys are following me now. For the next one, I'm going to have go to my Windows effects, distort and transform, and go to transform here. And right now I am going to move the transform around. I'm not going to really touch this horizontal. I'm not going to really touch this vertical, but I'm going to touch the horizon, this move horizontal. I'm going to increase it to 10, right? And before I do that, sorry, let me make a copy of this guy, make it to 5, right? Make it to 5 copies, or let me make it 6. And then this guy, I'll move this guy to 10. right? um I'll move this guy to 10, and let's see what else. Angle, I'm going to make it 33, 38, anyone. So you can see the effect it brought out. So it scrambled the C in a circular axis. It scrambled out the C in a pattern of a circle. So you can increase the copies as much as you want. I'll press my OK. Now I have this C and I have this more. Let me go back to this more and give it a background so the write-up will pop out. So let's go back to the layer and click on more, and then go to our rectangle, right? And give it black fill and no stroke, right? So I'll now click create my rectangle here. Remember that this is a layer. On the layer is, I think it created it on the C layer. That's why I selected here. So let's go to Ctrl X and copy this guy, go to more and Ctrl Shift V. We can also go to edit and go to paste in back. So it goes and pastes in the back of this guy here. So let's lock this guy. So we have more, and then we'll go to this C again where we have this layer. I think something changed here, the write-up. Maybe when I changed the setting, it affected this guy. So let me use my stroke and give it white, and then take it to 6 pt, 6 points, right? So we have this guy. Okay, now let me click on the background. It's always good to click on the background when you are done. So when you're applying a new effect, it doesn't affect it, right? So we're going to paste in this guy at the back. I think it came here to post it to, yeah. So let me just create a new rectangle and create it here, and just create it here, and then when I'm done, I'll paste it at the back. Take off the stroke, no color, right? And this guy here, I'll go to arrange and paste send to the back, so it stays at the back, right? And let's adjust this guy. Yeah, and then let's close him, we'll lock him. So whatever we're doing is not going to affect this guy. It's always good to lock a layer when you're having different artboards.